Hey everybody, it's Tom Judd here from IFMBE Clinical Engineering Division and also on the Founders Council of this new Global Clinical Engineering Alliance. And I've got with me today Keiko Fukata, and she'll pronounce it correctly for us. And Keiko is very unique. I mean, not only comes from a country that has a little bit different clinical engineering model, but a very powerful one. But also she's had some interesting roles with WHO and her Ministry of Health and elsewhere in Japan. So Keiko, we're looking forward to hearing from you. So tell us a little bit more about yourself and some of the things you've done in clinical engineering.
Hi, good morning and good evening, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tom. I'm Keiko Fukata, a clinical engineer for 25 years in Japan. Right now, I have started to working at the Medical Center for Translation and Clinical Research, Department of Medical Innovation, Osaka University Hospital, as a Special Appointment Association Professor from a week ago. Before that, I have worked at the technical officer at the Ministry of Health and Labor and Welfare, and I worked at the infection disease division and also as well as the medical device policy office at the economy affairs division. I also have worked in WHO under the Adriana and also distributor, distribute company and consultant company and hospital in Japan. And moreover, I have worked in Uganda. In fact, I actually joined the volunteer work in JICA, Japan International Corporation, and I was dispatched in the Mubara Regional Hospital in Uganda as a health management, health technology management. In fact, I'm the first person employed by Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare as a clinical engineer in Japan. And also, I was the first person to work in WHO from Japan. I think my unique point is a wide experience from medical side and government and right now academia, and both high income country and low middle income country. So I think I'm a kind of pioneer to open the door, and I hope young people will follow this field as well. Thank you.
A great word, Keiko. Tell us a little bit more about what you think the main goals of clinical engineering are, perhaps both for Japan and wider.
Okay, I think, about clinical engineering thing is still, new field. And comparing with other engineers such as electrical engineer and civil engineer. So the level of clinical engineering is different in each country based on economic condition, history, and governance. However, now that the spread of the internet has accelerated, and the information is easy to reach everybody in the world. So we are now in, I think, era where we can, easy to get learn and also share our knowledge. And the clinical engineer is in our even own country. For me, I think clinical engineer has a plenty of opportunity because speed and feel is variant from disposable medical equipment to huge equipment as well, such as now robot and medical product with high, with high technology, in vitro diagnosis, medicated drug and devices, AI, and so on. And so I think the main goal for clinical engineering to deliver patients with safe, affordable, accessible, and appropriate medical devices. Over.
That's great, Keiko. So that's kind of sort of maybe our outward facing main goals. Inward facing, how would you say, what are our main activities? And you've addressed several of those, but are there other things you want to add?
I couldn't understand. What did you say
Sure. The
again?
main activities kind of
Mm,
inward facing for clinical engineering. What,
mm.
what, what do you see as our range of activities? And like I said, you've touched on several of those, but I don't know if you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
any other comments.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Range. I mean, like we have a medical device assessment, management, and also, probably someone is the medical device development, and other people have a, kind of make a policy in me, kind of, government office. And so there are a lot of, chances we can work in right now.
Very good. And last question, Keiko, but first, we're so glad you and Shauna Mullally are a part of the Founders Council and, outstanding women making a huge difference around the world. And so we're so glad you're a part of that. And first of all, you need to show us that light up the room smile of yours because you're a serious person, but you can make a difference serious and with your sense of humor as well. So why did you join the Global Clinical Engineering Alliance, GCEA, and how do you think GCEA will make a difference in international healthcare?
Okay, I think that there are many reasons why I decided to join GCEA. Firstly, founder member. You see who they are and what they have done. I thought I can trust them and I can make optimistic future for clinical engineering with them. They are one of the leaders in their country as well as the international field. They are very open-minded and always listen to opinion from others gently, especially nowadays. I really think that the most important thing in our life is a good relationship with friends, and they have been doing for me. And secondly, I agree the idea of GCEA. The goal of GCEA is capacity building, which is the most necessary part for clinical engineering. Usually requiring capacity building need time and much finance. But GCEA make a reasonable annual fee for organization. The fee is almost nothing compared how much you can receive educational material. And thirdly, I think international collaboration is fun, yeah, and grow our knowledge. Working with different country people make explore and benefit to understand others. Finally, I think it is also my challenge, but it is my also capacity building because I'm not native English speaker. So this is a kind of my practice. I think that especially people from Asia country, we have our own language, and this is our barrier to share information to the world. So I would like to break the language barrier. Therefore, we can receive much more information from experienced people from the world. So as I said earlier, nice people are aware of the importance of institute collaboration and the capacity building, and by focusing on it, there's no doubt that improve international health. Over.
Wow, Keiko, that was great. So what I hear you saying is we're a little bit of a mature family, at least some of the time, and so we treat one another with dignity. We reduce the barriers so that we can be an alliance, and we care about each other like family. And in family, you share ideas and you listen to one another and you find the best path forward. So I love how you characterize that. And thank you for your time today.
Thank you.